The world created by J.R. Tolkien spans millennia and encompasses hundreds of events and characters. With a legendarium this size, one cannot be blamed for missing out on details here and there. Hi, I'm Elena, and welcome to In the Tower, a channel focused on fantasy and sci-fi media. Be sure to click subscribe to be notified of all the future videos. For this list, I'm looking at both subtle and more in-your-face Silmarillion references you may have missed throughout the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. Note that this video is about the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy, not the books. The references present in the books, though quite large in number, warrant their own dedicated video. Also, while I am a massive fan of Professor Tolkien's work, please do excuse the pronunciation of some characters and names. With that out of the way, let's begin. Number 10. The Light of EÄRENDIL. The relic Galadriel gives Frodo in the Fellowship of the Ring, called the Phial of Galadriel, is more than a pretty light in a glass bowl, filled with water from her fountain. The phial holds the light of EÄRENDIL's star, a Silmaril in which the light of the two trees of Valinor is still present. Mentioned in the Silmarillion and Unfinished Tales are the details of Galadriel's life before she became the Lady of Lórien. The land in which she was born before she journeyed to Middle-earth is called Valinor, a paradise of the elves. How or why she left Valinor, what the Silmaril is, and who EÄRENDIL is, are tales told throughout all of the Silmarillion. It would be right to mention though that EÄRENDIL was Galadriel's great-nephew, and also a star. It's complicated. All you need to know is that EÄRENDIL's light is the light of a Silmaril, one of the 3 jewels forged by Galadriel's uncle Fëanor, who captured the light of the holy trees of the elves and Valar, and made these jewels with it. They are precious beyond word. Wars have been waged and families destroyed in order to obtain the Silmarilli. Truly inspiring that Frodo should be gifted an artifact with such power. No wonder Shelob was afraid of it. Number 9. A Balrog of Morgoth. Picture this, the Fellowship had just arrived in Lórien. Then Legolas speaks one of the catchiest lines in the history of entertainment.
A Balrog of Morgoth.
What did you say?
But behind the musicality and comic appeal of the phrase lies a more sinister truth. The Fellowship and us as viewers have already been exposed to what a Balrog is, a creature of flame and shadows. But the movies never tell us who Morgoth is, and how could they with such an expansive history? Morgoth, also called Melkor, was a Valar and the original Dark Lord of Arda, before his servant Sauron took the mantle. He was the creator of Balrogs, orcs, dragons, and many a horrid creature. Sauron tried to rival him, but he could never surpass his former master. Number 8. A Descendant of Númenor.
You are one of the Dunedain. A descendant of Númenor, blessed with long life.
This small scene is present in the extended edition of The Two Towers, so casual movie fans might have missed it. Aragorn's kingly lineage spans thousands of years and begins with Elrond's twin brother Elros, who was the first king of the regal Isle of Númenor. By the time of the Lord of the Rings, the island had been lying under the ocean for thousands of years, flooded in a divine catastrophe before the beginning of the Third Age. Those who managed to escape the catastrophe founded the kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor, but by the end of the Third Age, Arnor lies in ruins, its people few and scattered, while Gondor, while still thriving, is always under the constant threat from the enemy. Number 7. Gandalf's Sword. Gandalf's sword, like Frodo's, were forged in ancient Gondolin, a mighty elven kingdom that was both established and destroyed in the First Age. Gandalf finds this sword in a troll cave, after Bilbo and the Dwarven Company almost got cooked alive by said trolls. He later finds out its name was Glamdring. It was supposed to glow blue in the movies, just like Sting does, but it was decided that would just confuse audiences. So now you know why Sting is the only sword that glows blue. Number 6. Flame of Udun. While being chased by the Balrog in Moria, Gandalf shouts the following phrase. I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. Dark fire will not avail you, flame of Udun. Udun was the name of Morgoth's oldest and greatest fortress, more commonly called Utumno, and the Balrog's ancient home. Phew, lots of references to Morgoth until now, and more to come. Number 5. The Grace of the Valar. During the Two Towers, Aragorn is gravely injured and floats down a river. What awakens him is a vision of Arwen kissing him and breathing life back into him. The song that plays during the scene is titled Breath of Life, or alternatively, The Grace of the Valar. Also in Fellowship of the Ring, the full prayer Arwen bestows upon Frodo during the Nazgul chase scene is, "What grace is given to me, let it pass to him. Let him be spared, mighty Valar, save him." Those are already 2 references to the Valar in the movies, the almighty gods of Arda. Sneaky, but I caught them. Number 4. GROND, Hammer of Morgoth. A tiny reference, but a reference nonetheless, is the name of the gigantic battering ham that is used to tear down the gates of Minas Tirith during the Battle of Pelennor. It seems Sauron chose to bring homage to his former master, as GROND was the name of Morgoth's battle hammer, a terrible and grim weapon. Number 3. The Song of BEREN and LÚTHIEN. In one of the extended scenes of Fellowship of the Ring, while the 4 hobbits sleep in the Midgewater marshes, Aragorn is heard softly singing a song in Sindarin. While the scene doesn't tell us much about the people Aragorn sings about apart from the names and origin, dedicated fans will surely know that Aragorn is humming an excerpt from the Song of BEREN and LÚTHIEN, one of the most beloved and revered songs in Arda, detailing the love the mortal BEREN had for the elven princess Lúthien, who is Arwen's ancestor. Aragorn sings this song for more than one reason. His love for Arwen echoes the love BEREN had for Lúthien. Number 2. A Wave Over the Shore. While in the books it is Faramir that says this quote, in the movies Éowyn is the one to voice it. While this is merely a theory, I believe the Great Wave might be referring to the catastrophe that sunk Númenor. Why would Éowyn, who belongs to the Rohirrim, one of the so-called middleman groups, dream of a land she has no ancestors in? I do not know, but it's a fun theory to think about. Number 1. The Two Trees of Valinor. For this video, this has to be my favorite reference. They're quite subtle and easy to miss behind Elrond in this scene. Right there lies a tapestry depicting Laurelin and Telperion, the 2 trees of Valinor. As mentioned during number 10 of this video, the 2 trees were holy to the elves and the Valar. The trees were the ones to give light to Arda before the creation of the sun and the moon. The fact that the movie references this makes me incredibly happy. There you have it, 10 Silmarillion references you may have missed during the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. What do you think? Have you spotted any other references I might have missed? Let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned for Silmarillion references you may have missed in the Hobbit movie trilogy. Have a nice one.